We finished vacuuming, we finished getting the dust off the high areas, the cobwebs that may be lingering there. The good thing too about vacuuming first is if the shower is dry, if there's no water, go ahead and vacuum. Make sure you get around the edges, get up all that loose dirt and that loose hair. So here we are in the shower. What we want to do first is remove everything from the shower. So you're going to take off the soap and make sure that you put that on a cloth. And as you remove things from the shower, make sure you remember where they are. Try to put them in relationship to where the things are in the shower. It just so happens in this shower, everything is located on the bottom right of the floor. So when I take it out of the shower, I'm going to keep it all in the same area. Also, when you have a shower curtain like this, you can very carefully take it and bend it. You just go ahead and get it out of your way. So there's that. So I'm going to take all of this stuff here and keep it all in the same location and spot and just take it out of the shower. So here are my cleaning supplies. So everything's out of the shower now. What I'm going to want to do is take my Hydroxy Pro. Remember, that's the red that we can use on toilets and in showers because of the grout. I'm just going to give it a quick spray. Making sure I get all surfaces. The areas you really want to look for when you're cleaning a shower is close to the bottom. That's where soap scum likes to linger. That can be a little more difficult to get off. So make sure that you get down there, spray that base area. We're going to save the floor for last. Let your product work for you. There's nothing wrong with letting it sit for a little bit. So after I've let it sit for a little bit, I come back to it and I need to clean it. So this is where you put your, it's important that you have your cup because trust me, you will get wet in a shower. So take your cup, you can put it on the shower nozzle, fill it up, and you just kind of want to put a little bit of water on here. And set it to the side. Here you can use a combination of your scrub brush and your cloth. I really don't see a lot of grime within the grout here, so in this instance I'm just going to use a cloth, and typically you can go to your sink in your bathroom to get your cloth wet, but I'm just going to get it wet here. And that's the example of getting wet. Happens every time. So you're going to want to take your cloth, you're going to want to fold it into fours, gives you different working surfaces. And remember, you're going to go top to bottom, left to right. I want to really make sure too that I get above this area. This is where the dust likes to linger. I'm going to make sure I run my cloth all along there. As you can see, you can get some dust there. I fold it over where I just cleaned, so I have a new cleaning surface. And I'm going to wipe it down as I clean. I'm going to go top to bottom, left to right. It's very important to remember to go top to bottom, left to right. That way you don't miss any areas. Especially when you're cleaning a shower, it's important to touch because sometimes it may give the appearance of being clean, but you can feel the soap scum. Right now I'm not really feeling anything. Remember, the difficult areas are down at the bottom. That's where you really want to feel. I do feel a little bit of soap scum there. We're going to come back and address that as we clean the soap tray. Now the hidden areas on the soap tray are going to be underneath. They may not see that, but we still want to make sure we get it clean. And it's important to touch. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a new work surface area to clean with. And I'm touching for soap scum. Now, remember I said I felt a little soap scum, so I'm going to get my scrub brush a little bit wet. I can use a little bit more of my product if I want to. And I can scrub those areas that have soap scum. Remembering to feel, to see if it's coming up. Hey, I'm having a hard time getting that up. So another way we can get that up is to use that razor that we talked about earlier. This is the dull side. So I'm going to want to pop it, take it out, and turn it over. You still have to be very careful with this. You have to be careful not to cut yourself or to scratch things. So there we go. So I'm going to take this, get down here, and gently, where I feel the soap scum. And then you can see a line of it coming up. So then I'm going to take my cloth and I'm going to wipe that off. That's really great for areas that have a hard time coming up. Now you may have some areas where the graft is difficult to come up. We can address that in a different video for when that happens. So what you want to do after you clean is take a step back. You want to get those areas that you don't think about often. You want to make sure that you get around the nozzle here. You want to get on the top here because dust likes to reside there. You want to get around these corners here, all the way down. And we have them here too. And we're going to be moving our products out of the tub. It's at this point, we still haven't done our base. However, we want to go over everything that we did with the polishing cloth. That makes sure that it just gives it that extra shine, especially in showers that have the high shine fixtures. We want to make sure that we can get all the hard water stains off of there. Just give it that finished look. So I've cleaned off my soap dish. I can go ahead and put this back. There's no soap under here, and I don't feel any residue soap here. At this point, I want to go ahead and just polish off my walls. This is great because it gives you that last look for anything that you may have missed in your first two cleanings. And I'm still kind of touching, trying to see if I feel anything, and I don't. And then I'm going to go ahead and step out. And I'm going to want to get the base here. So you're still going to want to clean. You can get down on your knees. Some people like to squat. You can squat. You can do whatever feels comfortable with you. But you're going to still want to do the spray. And then you're going to work towards your drain. So I'm going to take it here. I'm going to come, make sure I get all my corners, and work towards my drain. You can take it and you can shake it out on the floor. I'm going to open my cloth, see how it's all dirty there now. And I'm going to give myself a new working surface, fold it over, making sure that I get everything. You can also use your scrub brush for the grout areas that may be a little difficult to come up. And then wipe them up. It's also key to make sure that you're getting around your drainage, especially in this grout area. Some of these drainage plates will come up, some don't. But you want to make sure you use a fine piece of your cloth and get right in there. It's those little details that matter. Once I've wiped up all product and there's no more water, I can come back with my polishing cloth. Once again, I'm kind of feeling, making sure that I've gotten everything. This is where soap scum likes to hide. And that's good, and I'm going to put my products back into the shower the way that I took them out. It's important at this point that you take a step back and you look at your shower at different angles. Because sometimes when we're looking this way, it may look clean, but if we look at it from a different angle, it may be dirty. If that's the case, if you find something, just step back in and quickly wipe it down. So then you're going to want to pull your curtain back down, adjust it to the way it was, shake it out, make sure all of your pins are latched. These are broken. You want to make sure that when we clean that we haven't caused the curtain to fall off. And then that's it, we're done with our shower.